Welcome, everybody. I'm Blockchain Crusader, and we're about to crusade through these blockchains. Let's freaking go. Guys, today, the markets are red. The markets, again, I might have been a little bit loud. I might have overdone it there. The markets are red, but there's some green in the markets. There is definitely some green in the markets. Something we don't see very often is Litecoin in the green as Bitcoin is down in the red. Very, very interesting here. One thing I wanted to point out, we were just talking about Litecoin in my previous live stream about how some things are happening. Some things are happening on some things are Pata says you are not on TikTok today. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm live over there as well. I'm live over there as well. But we were talking this earlier this week, might have been yesterday on the live stream about Litecoin getting a drip technology, right, from Bitcoin. And what do I mean by that? I mean, Bitcoin's getting ordinals, right? They've gotten ordinals, inscriptions, BRC20 tokens. Now we're seeing some of that roll over into Litecoin. We've been seeing it throughout the bear market. Not a lot of chatter about the Litecoin inscriptions. There hasn't been a lot of chatter about the Bitcoin inscriptions lately either. Bear with me, guys. I do have a bit of a cold, and my throat might sound a little different, might sound a little congested, but it's okay. We're still gonna be rocking and rolling. We're stay hard here. So what I'm saying is technology is rolling down from Bitcoin into Litecoin instead of from Litecoin to Bitcoin, how it used to be, right? Litecoin is the silver to Bitcoin's gold. And we used to be using Litecoin as a test net before implementing something on Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin has moved on without Litecoin and has inscriptions, it's got ordinals, it's getting DeFi, it's getting its own dexes, right? All these things are happening on Bitcoin's ecosystem. But Litecoin seems like it is picking up everything that Bitcoin is putting down, right? So everything Bitcoin is grabbing, Litecoin is shortly behind. And we know Litecoin's faster, we know Litecoin is lighter, right? It's very interesting to see Bitcoin at $107, up 8.4% today, when we've got Bitcoin sitting at negative 5.8% today, right? Very, very interesting. I've been telling you guys that Litecoin is potentially a sleeper. It's potentially a sleeper. It's not even the top 10 anymore. And well so, right? It's not a highly developed project, but it is something that is creeping and crawling on its way up. So very, very interesting. Jumping in here into the chat here. Levithian, good afternoon, my dude. How have you been? Have you heard about Destra? No, I have not. Let me look that up. Destra, not on the crypto bubbles. Let's jump on over here. Destra Network. Do you live in Vancouver? No, I do not. Do not live in Vancouver. What do you think about Ando? I'll hit Ando here in just a minute. What's up with the market today? I'll hit that up as well. So Destra Network here, up 17% today. Let's see here. Circulating supply, total supply is 1 billion. Supposedly the entire supply is out, which is technically a good thing. Let's see here. What was the market cap? Market cap is at 466 million. Let's jump over to the website. Destra, a decentralized world, first on chain. Oh man, this red on black hurts my eyes. The first on-chain one-stop solution for all your DePIN cloud and AI computing needs. At the core of Destra lies the power of Destra GPU network. Yada yada yada. Okay, so they're a competitor to Render, a competitor to Clore. Talking about GPU network and AI computing. All right, we've seen this before. We've seen this song and dance. Question is, what do they got? Is anybody actually using them right now? Proof of sync consensus. Is anyone using them right now? Deploy now, NFT storage, web hosting. Interesting. Let me jump on over here. Let's jump over to their Twitter. Give them a quick little follow, followed by Hello Labs and Low Cap Get first on-chain solution for all your DePIN cloud same thing. Let's see here. Market cap was 400. So market cap is already higher than Clore. I would be interested to see what markets is it on. Let me see. Uniswap and Open Ocean. Never heard of that. So pretty much just Uniswap. I wonder when this project launched. Looks like not too long ago. Potentially the 16th of March, give or take. 16th of March looks like it might have been the launch date. It doesn't really have any history before that. Interesting. I appreciate you bringing that up, Destra Network. I'm going to keep my radar on that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. Where do you think Bitcoin is going? Can 60? What do you think about Myro? I'll hit that as well. So let's jump over to the TA. Let's look at the critical levels, right? That's what we're here for. We're here for the critical levels on Bitcoin. Guys, if you're not smashing those likes, if you're not hitting that subscribe, definitely go do so. Tap the screen if you're on TikTok. It's free. It gets the lights rocking and rolling, gets more people in here. And I definitely appreciate it if you share out the live as well. And if you're not following me already, hit that follow, baby. Let's freaking go. We're crusading through these blockchains every single day here. So, what are we seeing? We're seeing a Bart Simpson pattern here. Bang, big old Bart head right on the one on the daily. Just whoop, right? Flat square head coming right down with a big red candle. We're finding a little bit of support here on this little local bottom area down here at 65, kind of bounced off of 65 here. Not great, but you know, something off this little local bottom. I can mark out the line here for you guys. Right. Well, turn my magnet on. Right here. Let me turn this to a different color. Boom. Found some support off of this white line here, which is not terrible. It's okay. But next big target, if we keep coming down, is 63,000. 63,000 is the next big target. If we lose this, the last line of defense that's been holding us up is 61,200. If that is lost, we are going down. Down, down, down. All the way down. Like, down. To about 55. That would be my local target. My local target will be about 55.2. That if we lose this 61, 55.2 is in play for me. Kush Coin, appreciate all the emojis, appreciate all the likes, man. I greatly like it. Yeah, 55K is my target for Bitcoin if we lose 61, right? We're still currently up above 63, which is the value area high of this blue zone, this blue range that we're in, that we've been up, that we're above actually. So meanwhile, we stay here. You know, above this is the first line of defense. We lose that. Second line of defense, 61,000. But look at here too. High, lower high, high, lower high. No bueno. Also looking like a little bit of a double top, a little bit of an M pattern. Kind of ugly. Don't really like what I'm seeing for Bitcoin here right now. Hey man, why don't you put cock in your titles anymore? Is it going to zero? OJ, appreciate it, bro. I haven't made an update on Cock-a-Doodle-Doo in a while because it's just been ranging sideways. To be honest, I am still very bullish on Cock-a-Doodle-Doo. So you jump on over here to Cock-Inu. It's down 11% today. Obviously, the whole market is down. But look, you see here? See, from my last update, we haven't really changed these levels. So that's why I really haven't used Cock-a-Doodle-Doo in my thumbnails or titles recently because it's just been range bound. I haven't made any update videos on it because nothing's really changed. We still be below the value area high of this range, which is 56.56 with 5 zeros in the front. And we're still above this value area low, which is 40.98 with 5 zeros in the front. And we're just range bound. We're just range bound for Cock-a-Doodle-Doo, right? For Cock-Inu. And that's okay because look at this. Look how long this range was down here, right? We were in this range for 78 days, almost 80 days. Almost 80 days before we finally broke out into this new higher range and broke all-time highs that Cock-Inu had set. So I'm still very bullish on Cock-Inu over the long term. The meme coin cycle is kind of taking a break. We're seeing a little bit of cool off, right? Bitcoin starts pulling down, like meme coins start melting here real quick, and people are getting kind of tired, right? They're getting the over exhaustion of all these different meme coin narratives, and a lot of these meme coins are all going to zero very, very fast. We know Cock-Inu is not going to zero anytime soon because of the simple fact that it's a higher value market cap than any of these other meme coins that are coming out. You saw what was happening with Solana and all the not so 2024 akin meme coin themes, if you guys know what I mean. Charlie, God bless, man. God bless you, Charlie. Any thoughts on Mint Layer? Yeah, dude, 100% Mint Layer. I'm bullish on Mint Layer. It's It's one of those layer twos for Bitcoin. One of those mint layer. Down 9% today, sitting at 25 mil market cap. I think it's definitely got potential. The only thing that only really bothers me is the low circulating supply, which is not good. I have to update myself on when their token unlocks are going to happen. If their token unlocks aren't happening anytime soon, and there's going to be about another year or so before another major token unlock happens, then nothing to worry about. But we do have to keep an eye on the token unlocks since only 10% of their supply is circulating right now. I still haven't bought any that I couldn't get on the major exchanges. Do you recommend a DEX in particular? Well, it depends on what blockchain you're on, right? If you're gonna buy something on the AVAX ecosystem, I would recommend the Trader Joe DEX. If you're going to buy something on the Ethereum ecosystem, then obviously Uniswap is the most basic, right? If you're gonna buy something on, let's say, Solana, then Jupiter or Radium will be the dexes to use to buy Solana based tokens. If you want to use a little bit of everything, if you go over to Sushi Swap, I made a tutorial on this on how to do this, but it basically allows you to do cross chain, right? Allows you to buy cross chain assets from one network to another network. You can also use Pangolin, 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 Pangolin. Come on, here we go. Launch the app. They're also multi-chain. See here. Swap. So yeah, it really all depends on what dexes you're using. What about WIF? Is AXGT worth buying now? Dude, if you know what AXGT is, you would probably say this thing isn't loading for me right now. But yeah, man, the dexes depend on what blockchains you want to be using. Is what dex you're gonna be using for that period of time. So AXGT, let's take a look at it. AXGT is here right now, sitting currently after this market dump, right? We have broken back below this support level of 39 cents. We're sitting at 37. I told you guys yesterday that we had a high, lower high, lower high, and we're kind of stuck here. And we're gonna see we're gonna break out to the downside or to the upside. Obviously, Bitcoin dumped and Bitcoin broke this. It looks like it's breaking this pattern down to the downside. We'll see if we can reclaim this here. This is on the 4-hour. We jump out to the daily. You see, we're broken to the downside of this triangle, which is a continuation pattern. If you kind of look at it, but overall, I still say that AXGT is worth buying. Decentralized science hasn't really been a thing just yet. It's a hot narrative. It's a hot narrative that's new in crypto, but hasn't really popped off. We saw AXGT have a massive run in late February after it launched, and it had an amazing month of March. It had an amazing rally, and then it's cooled off. It went all the way up to 96 cents. 96, 94, swung failed, and then since then the markets have been shaky, and the crypto just been cooling off this whole time. So I do think this thing still has a lot of room to run. Decentralized science does have its narrative that once it has its moment in the spotlight, this thing's going to be leading the front. This thing is going to be leading the decentralized science sector. We also see Binance right tweeting about decentralized science and potentially starting to list some decentralized science. You guys got to remember, AXGT has only been out for over a month and a half. It launched on February 13th. We are on April 2nd, right? We're literally less than 8 weeks away, less than 8 weeks since it launched. Less than 8 weeks since it launched. So if you're asking, is it worth buying or not? Depends on what type of investor you are. Are you a short-term investor or are you a long-term investor? I'm a long-term investor. So for me, this is definitely worth buying, in my opinion. And I am dollar cost averaging because of the simple fact that I do believe that eventually Binance will list it, and it will push it up, and it was going to continue running and doing well. So AXGT is a hold for me. It is a hold for me. Let's see. Let's jump on over here. Let me look at the chat here. What's going on? Render price prediction. Render price prediction. Let's see here. Render price prediction. If you guys want to see my price
ETH.
prediction, then definitely go check it out over here. I got my price prediction. Bang, right here. Dropped it a month ago. If you guys want to check out my render price prediction, go check it out. Would definitely appreciate the support on the tubes. On the tubes. In case TikTok gets banned, the tubes is where it's gonna be at. So I appreciate you guys supporting me over there and hitting that subscribe. Let's see here. How do you feel about IMX? IMX, dude, is it's the biggest crypto gaming token, Immutable X, right? It's the biggest one. It's at 3.8 billion. Is it going to do well? Of course. Are there some other crypto gaming tokens that have a lower market cap that contain more risk but a lot more potential as well? I also do believe that, right? We have things like Super. Let's go. Galeo, welcome to the Crusader Army. Welcome to the Crusade. Let's freaking go. Superverse is sitting at 577 million, right? Very, very bullish in crypto gaming. Beam is another one, 1.6 billion, I should say. Also doing very well. AVAX also doing pretty well with crypto gaming, even though this is a higher market cap than Immutable X. And then we have the individual crypto gaming. We have DGI, very low market cap, 49 mil, right? A lot of high risk here when we're talking about DGI. We haven't even talked about Sand or the metaverses, right? Another one that is worth looking at as well. So there's a lot of crypto gaming stuff out there. Immutable X is definitely going to do well. Hey, how about Near? We'll take a look. Zach Nasty in the house. What's going on, man? Appreciate you jumping in here. Yeah, I'll take a look at Near here in just a second. Mana and Sand, right? The metaverse tokens, right? We hear a lot about crypto gaming and sometimes just intertwine crypto gaming and metaverse, but they're two separate sectors, even though one is a subset of another one. Metaverses will have its time to shine once again at some point, and they will perform well. Decentraland, Mana, right? Sand, and whichever other ones out there are being built. There's Cornucopius. I think it's called COPI. Yeah, CPOI on Cardano, 66 million. I think this is very, very bullish. I think this thing is going to do very, very well in the long term. This is a metaverse for Cardano. Appreciate all the gifts, guys. Appreciate all the gifts. Let's see here. Let's hit Near, and then we'll come back to some more of these other chats here. So Near, somebody was requesting Near. We were just looking at Near yesterday. Where's my Near chart at? Come on. It's nowhere near here. Let me tell you. That's my dad joke for the day. Let me see. Where's my little nope. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button. Here you go. Near. Near once again also lower high, lower high, lower high. Bitcoin broke down. This thing broke down. We lost the value area low here at $6. Heading towards $5.95. We have a little bit of a support bounce here off this wick from this candle back here, give or take. You see here, let me mark it out so you guys can see it. As you see how we came down to this support here. It used to be resistance. Now it's bouncing off support. And we'll see if that holds. If not, the next logical target is the 594, and below that is going to be 549 for Near if the markets keep dumping, right? And then we are inside the range for March. Oh, this March range is super outdated. What am I doing? Sorry about that, guys. Point of control. Value area low put us right above this level here, sitting at 576 for March. If we lose that, then the next target here is 594. If we lose that, then it might be getting a little choppy because we got a big single print right below that. No big volume. There's a big volume gap right here, as you guys can see. Not a lot of volume at all. If we lose this 590, if we lose 549, big gap right here in this zone, taking us all the way down to about 447. 447 before we start seeing some actual volume again. So very, very dangerous that if we lose this 546. 546 is the final bottom line 4 near to hold. If that doesn't hold, we're heading down to 448. And that's all dependent if the market continues to retrace. What's going on, Sec Nasty? What's going on, that guy? I appreciate every single one of you guys jumping in here, smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe if you haven't already. And guys, if you're not watching, go watch on over to the tubes, my man. Go watch on over at the tubes live right now, right here. You guys can see the full screen, and I can definitely answer your questions, no problem, guaranteed. The chat over there is a lot more manageable. Root Network on your radar? I've never heard of Root Network. Let me see that. What the heck is Root Network? The Root Network. Sitting at 91 million market cap. Circulating supply is 8.6%. What the heck is this thing? Down 61% in the year. Doesn't sound too great if it's down 61% in a bull market. Doesn't sound like it's doing a lot of anything here. Interoperability across the open metaverse. Sounds interesting, sounds nice, but the biggest red flag is that big drop. That big drop in a bull market. It's down 61%. It's down 61% overall. It must have launched at a very high price of 20 cents. Oof. Not looking too good. I'm not gonna dive too deep into this thing because it's not looking too good right now. Even though I like the concept. Look into He on Solana. Yeah, I know about He. Let me see here. He. Pretty flat. Trading volume is down at 179,000. Hasn't really been doing too much of anything anymore. Sitting at 10 million. You know, this is made by Alex Acosta, World War Bitcoin. Best of luck to him on this project. Meme coins are very hard to manage, just because there's so much hype at the beginning. And then when the dump happens, it's very hard for a recovery to occur unless he creates some type of burning mechanism or he creates something wild to really spark up more interest. This thing is pretty much going to flatten out and probably just die out at some point. But, he's a smart guy. He can figure it out. I'm sure he's got big plans. What is he going to do? I don't know, but I would not want to be in his position with a meme coin because there's so much pressure to keep it going, right? And the minute it stops going, people get very, very upset. So, yeah, I'd hate to be on his spot right now. Let's see here. Soul chat on Soul. Soul chat is down 5.4%, up down 11.7%, and month 206%. Very, very interesting. I have heard of this project, Soul chat. Basically, I believe it's something like emails on Solana, from what I understand, from what I remember. Yeah, Soul chat Solana communication protocol. Very messaging / like emailing. Very, very cool concept to be able to do that on the blockchain. I think that's a really cool thing to do. Give me a second here, guys. I'm getting a bunch of text messages. Give me a second. Yeah, so Soul Chat overall, pretty cool project. I like what they're doing. The utility of being able to message and email and do all these things on a decentralized application, right, on the blockchain. Very, very cool concept. Very, very cool utility. Now, the question is, are people going to use it, right? The utility is very cool, but is the demand there? Is there something to take people away from WhatsApp? Is there something to take people away from, Telegram or whatever and be on Soul Chat. If there is, then it's got very bright future. If it doesn't, then it's probably going to fizzle out. Even though the utility is great, the demand might not be there. But if they can make the demand happen and take people away from these other networks where people chat, Soul Chat can definitely have a bright future. Levithius says, what are your thoughts about Woo and Fetch AI? Do you think Fetch is going to keep moving up? Let's take a look at Fetch AI. Fetch AI is down 6.2%, but guys, everything's pretty much down today, right? The markets overall are just down. There's nothing good about the markets when Bitcoin dumps, right? 5-6%, everything pretty much dumps 5 to 6%. That's why I was very surprised to see Litecoin actually up practically almost 9% on the day. It's still moving up. It's still slowly moving up. But ICP is up 1.8% as well. But yes, overall, things are just going to keep moving to the downside. I was saying about, we were talking about, what were we talking about here? What was the freaking thing? Fetch AI. Fetch AI has got its big voting happening here, I believe, in the next couple of days or so, where they're going to merge Fetch with Ocean Protocol and Singularity Net. If that vote goes through and it gets happened, then, we'll see. I think a lot of people are taking profits off Fetch. It's one of those like buy the rumor, sell the news kind of events. Everyone thinks it's going to be this great, amazing thing. I posted my video talking about my concerns about this merge. So, I could be completely wrong, and it could be the greatest thing to ever happen. But it's a valid point to be concerned, and it could be a buy the rumor, sell the news event. Not saying that it won't come back, right? AI is going to be a very strong narrative throughout this entire bull market. It's going to keep running up, and up, right? It's going to have moments where it's going to cool off. Right now, there's a lot of focus on real world assets. Real world assets, it's where it's at. Even though real world assets are not even up today, real world assets are actually down today. If we look over here, yeah, real world assets are down today. Why are they down? Well, because the whole market is down. There's very few things that are actually up. We come down to the R for real world assets. Where you at? Down 3.8% overall. This entire sector is down a little bit, right? It's down a little bit. It's got some gainers for sure. It's got some gainers, some big movers here for sure. But overall, it's pretty much down. Proppy, one that I've been slowly talking about here, a little bit doing my research on it, doing pretty well today as well. ICP doing pretty well. AVAX, if you guys don't know, even though it's not pumping today, AVAX is part of the real world assets. They're tokenizing diamonds. They're tokenizing treasury bonds, I believe, for Bank of America. They're doing a lot of real world assets tokenization as well. But yeah, there's a lot of good projects in the real world asset. And I believe real world assets are going to be the next hot narrative. Going back to Fetch AI, sorry, kind of a little bit of a rant there. Going back to Fetch AI narrative is going to have waves throughout this bull market where it's going to keep coming back. It's one of the bigger ones. Fetch AI, Singularity Net is one of the big ones. A lot of other smaller AI projects have more risk, but they also do they also have, significant moves back and forth. One that I've been talking about here recently has been Ring AI. I told you guys that I bought a little small bag of it a little while ago. Took a little bit of profits today off Ring AI just because we had a massive rise up, and since it's still up 6.7% today, even with the market down, I said, well, wouldn't be a terrible time to take some profits. So I took some profits off the table on Ring AI. But overall, this thing's been doing crazy good, up 221% on 7 days. I believe they've got like 46% of their supply staked, which is very, very high, which is really good. So, very little selling pressure because almost 50% of their supply is staked. People are holding it long term. So Ring AI is doing pretty well. And so up 217% on the 7 days. What if I say when you're up 2, 3, 4 times? What do you do? What do I do? Right? I pull my initial and I pull some profits. And that's exactly what I did with the Ring AI. Am I still a long-term holder of a Ring AI? Yes, I'm bullish on Ring AI. But overall, I took profits. That's what you got to do to make some money. Joshua says, you called Ring AI after 3 other influencers. That's okay, man. I'm not here to be the first person to use, I'm never going to be the first person to just talk about something, right? Maybe sometimes I am. I've talked about some DEX tokens before anyone else talked about them before they popped. It's okay, right? We're all here sharing information. I get information from other people. Other people get information from me. It's okay that I wasn't the first person to talk about Ring AI, right? It's okay. Yeah, I'm not sweating it. I'm not trying to be the first guy and just be like, I'm the best. I'm the only guy putting out here, right? The best information. Everybody puts out good information. A lot of people focus on a lot of different things, right? AI hasn't really been a sector that I focused on in the last couple of months at all. I've talked about it overall with SingularityNet, Fetch AI. You can see one of my older videos from like 2 months ago talking about not Ring AI, sorry, talking about AGIX, right? Talking about Hopper, talking about some DEX tokens. And overall, they've all done well. And other people have been focusing very heavily on the ring, on not the ring, sorry, on the AI sector. I haven't really focused too much on AI. I just slowly been getting into AI. I missed SingularityNet and AGIX, big run ups, right? So I just kind of stayed on the sidelines, kept talking about it, kept researching it, and looking for some lower cap AIs to take some risk on. So it's okay, man. No harm, no foul. Any thoughts on base die? I know it's not well known. Oh, Woo Network. I'll hit Woo Network here in a minute, Levithian, for sure. Based AI. I have no idea what that is. I've never heard of that. Let me see. Are you just talking about just is it like a whole different thing? Is it based AI? Like based AI? This thing? I have no idea. I'm kind of confused. Let's go over to Woo Network. Meanwhile, you clear up. So Woo Network sitting at 43 cents, market cap 810 million, circulating supply is 1.8 billion, total supply 2.2 billion. What is this thing, right? This thing is on pretty much all networks, but what is it? Trade easier on WooX, benefit from superior execution and unrivaling transparency. So basically, they're kind of like a market here, right? Proof of reserves, liability. They're doing a lot of trading activity happening on the Woo network. Woo's done some other stuff as well, unless I'm confusing it with the other Woo. But sorry, can't serve. Oh man, can't serve this region. Come on now, come on now. Um, Overall, basically, this is another one of those that do decentralized trading, right? They are a platform where you just connect your wallet and self custody. Um, from what I understand, or is it not? Maybe I'm confusing this with something else. I'm not 100% sure right now. No, this is not decentralized trading. Sorry, guys, I was confusing this with something else. But yeah, overall, a trading platform like none of the others, right? Like just a trading platform. It's been doing pretty well overall. Market cap. Let me see the last 7 days. This thing is down 8% in the last 7 days, down 18% in the last month, up 113% in the last year alone. When it comes to these trading platforms, right? The Woo Network, I know they've done a bunch of other stuff besides just this trading platform. Why isn't the other stuff coming up? Let me see. Okay. Well, he's just taking me back here to just futures and spot trading. But I could have sworn that Woo was doing other things besides just this. Am I confusing this with something else? Maybe I'm confusing it with something else. Overall, the problem with these trading platforms is, you got to it's really rough to stand out from some of the bigger competitors unless you're doing something crazy, right? Like Maxi came on board and just said, hey, we're going to have like practically zero fees to trade on the platform. And it was very bullish. That's why everybody started jumping on there, right? But it's very hard for actual exchanges to do that or to keep that kind of gimmick up. And even now we're seeing Maxi, potentially taking a lot of people off the exchange. Maxi is about to start. If you guys didn't know, now you do. Maxi is about to start implementing KYC. And if you're not KYC'd on their platform, you're basically not going to be able to trade. You're not going to be able to do anything but just withdraw your funds and get off. So they're pretty much going bye-bye for the majority of people, especially in the U.S. So if you didn't know, now you know. If you got your money on Mexi, start off ramping it somewhere else. Guys, 17 days and 9 hours away from the Bitcoin having. Let's freaking go. Smash those likes, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Join the Crusader on the Crusading in the Crusading army here. Join the Crusader army, guys. Appreciate every single. What ID? You have the Palu ID. I don't have the Palau ID. I've been thinking about it though. Your thoughts on Sync launching stablecoin? It was really good for a short period of time. It had a nice little rally. I sold my Syncus around this rally. And I don't think I timed the top. It went up pretty high. I think I sold somewhere around here. Once we started having a bounce, I sold the rest of my Syncus here just because it could have a recovery. Sure, it can, but I believe there's a lot of mistrust in what's happened with the developers after everything that happened. And I know they brought the fees down and on staking, and it can, like I said, it could come back up and have a massive rally once again, but it's okay. I've taken the majority of my profits on this rally up, came down, held the bag, took profits here as well, and just sold out of my position, and it's okay. Made my money. Moving on to other projects out there that are doing other things. Didn't feel like holding on to this much longer, so I did take my profits. But I'm not saying that this thing can't recover and keep going. The stablecoin launch that it did is interesting, right? Continuously developing on their DeFi, having stablecoins, having more incentive to be in their flywheel effect. But overall, I just had to take profits on my position and just keep moving forward. Let's see here. Gobbled up some Aerodrome. How's Aerodrome doing today? Aerodrome Finance up 0.1%. Let's freaking go. Velo was actually pumping today. Velodrome. Well, yep, look at this thing. Up 20% today. Let's freaking go. Velodrome is a direct competitor to Aerodrome. Aerodrome is on Base Network. Velodrome is on the Optimism Network, right? On the Optimism chain, up 28% today. I'm still under on my position, by the way. I missed on the dollar cost averaging position. This thing dropped down to about 23 cents. And before I could buy it, it pumped back up. I got in around 30 to 31 cents. So if it does come back, I will dollar cost average again. Dollar cost average. I haven't been able to dollar cost average yet. And continue to build my position here. If it keeps rocking and rolling, then let's go. But Velodrome is one that, it is a DeFi DEX on the Optimism network. I'm very, very bullish on DEXs on these different networks. Let's see here. Let's do some more TA on some other cryptos here. Let's go back over here. Let's go to LCX. See how XCLC is doing. LCX had a nice little run up here to about 40 cents. Bitcoin's dumped. We've lost the previous all-time high here of 32 cents. We're coming back down. We found some support. Where do we find support at? Let me see here. Right around here, give or take. 30-cent level. We found some support off of that. We're bouncing off of that right now. Holding right here. We'll see what happens. Worst case, we come down to 28. If 28 is lost, then expect 25, 23 again. If 28 holds, then we could, range here and jump back up. So that's for LCX. LCX is also involved in real world assets, which is very interesting. Is one that a lot of people don't realize is actually in the real world asset game. Let's jump on over to. Let me see here. Where is my ICP chart? Here we go. ICP, baby. Oh, looking like a little double top here. Don't really like that too much. But like I said, guys, with ICP, what I'm expecting is this. This is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting this. Meanwhile, we range here for a while. I'm okay with ICP ranging because ICP has been ranging forever down here, all the way since December, all the way to March 24th before we finally had this big blast off to the upside. So can we range here? For sure we can range here between 15. While we hold 15.12, we're good. If we drop below 15.12, no bueno. Right, being held under 19, it's okay. Ranging here, building some support at these higher levels, very important. Overall target for this range, the value area high is $26. That's what I'm looking for ICP in the long term. Bought Velo a while back. Let's go, Ricky. Let's freaking go. That's what I'm talking about. Myro, yes, TJD. I'll hit Myro here in just a second. But guys, I do want to take a chance here to plug my friend Paul Sampson. You guys see me doing TA here. This is the guy I learned all my TA from. Paul Sampson, aka CVO. He's got a trading alert service, and I'm helping him out with it as well, posting some fundamental stuff. But overall, he does all the entry and exits, right? The over here it tells you all the trade signals, posted chart analysis, entry and targets, daily 2 daily videos on Wednesdays and Mondays, fundamental analysis, technical range, data based volume, swing trades, long term setups, large caps, mid caps, small caps, absolutely everything and everything you need to know to learn how to trade and to have the support to be a successful trader. So overall, it's called the Trader's Edge by Verified Investing, which is a company created by Gareth Soloway. Huge stock guy and in Bitcoin and Ethereum trading. He's been on a lot of our shows in the past. When I was on Crypto Wars, he used to come on all the time and do TA, and just very smart guy overall. Has this company. Paul Sampson is working with him, and I'm working with them to help them grow as well. So this service that I just mentioned here is worth $100 a month, guys. It's $100 a month, which is $3.33 a day, and you're getting all of these things every single day. Multiple analysis on multiple entry points on multiple trades. So definitely go take a look and invest in yourself. Invest $100 to up your crypto game and learn how to trade and learn how to make yourself potentially some life-changing money. So that's all I got to say about that. Let's keep it going. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about trading, so I got to keep plugging it away because that is the best value you can get for $100. Best value you can get for $100. Let me see here. Can everyone ask what their biggest long-term bag is, but not Bitcoin or Ethereum? My biggest long-term bag that is not Bitcoin or Ethereum is Axon DAO. It is Axon DAO. My second biggest bag is Cardano. My second biggest bag is Cardano. Obviously, we're talking without Bitcoin, without Ethereum. My biggest bag is Axon DAO. Second biggest is Cardano. Are you the one who messaged me, Cameron? No, I did not message you. If anybody messages you with the name that looks familiar to Blockchain Crusader with an image of me, it is not me. I do not reach out to absolutely anyone. I don't message anyone. I don't ask you about your trading. I don't ask you about anything. I don't tell you to do anything. If you reach out to me, I'll reply. But I'm never going to reach out to you first. I'm never going to DM you first. So if anybody reaches out to you, selling you anything, asking you to do anything that looks like me and is impersonating me, it is not me, my friend. It's not on. It's never on any platform. It doesn't matter if it's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Telegram, whatever. It is not me, my man. Let's go over to Myro, see how Myro's doing. People are asking about that. Myro is down 16.6%. Myro is a Solana meme coin. It's a dog meme coin over there, sitting at 238.39 mil. Overall, I'm not really into any of the Solana meme coins, so I can't speak good or bad about it. Just these are the facts of what is happening right now. Could it have another pump back up? Maybe, but Solana is just having a lot of different meme coin narratives all running. What do you think Axon DAO can hit this bull market? Well, it can definitely hit over $1, I believe. It can definitely hit over $1. It just depends how large decentralized science really goes, right? If Binance really gets behind it, it starts pushing decentralized science, we can see Axon DAO really pop off. What do you do if Coinbase Wallet always says transaction likely to fail? That's weird. I've never seen that. I might need some more context on what you were doing before that happened. My biggest bag used to be very small bag of Superverse. Interesting. Very small bag of Superverse. That was your biggest bag. Let's see here. What are your opinion on pre-sales? Pre-sales are very beneficial, right? If you get in at the right time, obviously during the pre-sale, if you get in, it can be very, very beneficial. It can make a lot of freaking money. I got into the Axon DAO pre-sale. It was a public pre-sale, by the way. It wasn't an exclusive pre-sale of any kind. It wasn't like I had some secret access. Nope. I literally ran across the pre-sale that they were having. I didn't have any decentralized science projects on my portfolio at the time. And there was like 30 minutes on the pre-sale. I literally saw it from World War Bitcoin. Alex Acosta, World War Bitcoin. He had tweeted about it, about the pre-sale, and I was like, "Oh man, what's this thing?" I look at it. There's like 30 minutes on the clock left before the pre-sale closed. I had like maybe $500 or something on a MetaMask wallet sitting there, and I was like, "I'll throw that in there." I did, and it's worked out amazing. It's worked out amazing. It was God sent. I was in a very tough situation. I'm still in a very tough financial situation, but that has definitely alleviated a lot of stress because Axon DAO has done very, very well for me. A World War shitcoin. Yeah, man. That's why I don't want to launch any meme coins. Opinion on Velo and Aero. Yeah, I just went over both of them just a little while ago. Very bullish on both, right? Velo is up 20% today. Velodrome Finance, right, is up 21% today. This is a DeFi and Dex on Optimism, and Aerodrome is the exact same thing, but on the Base network, right? And we know Base is Coinbase's network, right? So very, very bullish, sitting at 229 million market cap. Overall, very, very bullish on this thing long term. Bullish on both of them. Very bullish on DeFi, DEXs overall on all of them. Oh yeah, man. Stress relief. Would you look at AMP and give your opinion? They are releasing 2 new projects tomorrow. Very interesting. Let's look at AMP here. AMP is down 6.8% on the week. Let's take a look at some critical levels for AMP. Binance. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So last time I did some TA on this thing. Pretty crazy, man. But this thing tried to front run this range over here, failed massively, and it's coming back down. I will probably be targeting. Yep, same thing I'm looking at here because there's a huge single print, right? So if we look at the range for March, we're below the value area low for March. We're not a lot of volume here because of this single print. I will be looking for 0.0068, which is the value area high of this previous range that I was in for a retest. That's what I would be looking for. Unless the market just has a complete overall bounce to the upside, that is kind of where I'll be looking for, on the daily. I understand that, chart prime is coming down, still has some room to more down to the downside, momentum wave, money flow. Overall, yeah, I definitely think there's more momentum to the downside for AMP coming down to 0.0067. That is what I'll be looking for AMP. Appreciate the follow. Dogecoin price prediction. Man, I don't know if Dogecoin is going to hit a new all-time high this bull market. It might not, but it's definitely going to perform well overall, depending on when you got in, right? I got in below 6 cents in the bear market, small amount of money. I put maybe like $200 into it, and it's up because I knew at some point it was going to pump, and I knew that Elon was going to pump it and was going to make it onto the X network and all that stuff. But I don't really mess around with meme coins too much like that, right? I don't really throw high amounts of money into meme coins. So threw in a few $100 at it, and it's doing well. It's at 18 cents now. Can it hit 30 cents, 40 cents? Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Can it go much higher than that? I also think that's absolutely possible. Can it go a lot higher than that? Matt Capper says TrueFi or TokenFi. Ooh, very, very tough choice, man. TrueFi, both real world assets. TrueFi sitting at 146 mil market cap, 13 cents. TokenFi sitting at 150 mil market cap, sitting at 15 cents. Dude, practically an impossible choice. I don't really know. I don't really know which one would be better. They're both relatively new. They're both in the real world asset game. Market cap wise, they're pretty much the same. Price wise, they're pretty much the same. Let's see here, volume versus TrueFi, 30 million. versus 24 million. Just slightly a smaller market cap as well. I don't know, man. Both are neck and neck. Very, very tough choice. I honestly I couldn't pick one over the other. No better feeling than making a grande slam unexpected on a coin you buy on a hunch. These days are coming soon. Yes, man. 100%, 100% Ricky. 100%. Fetch AI. I already talked about Fetch AI. Dogecoin. We talked about that as well. Please watch crypto after 8 p.m. Seems Asia is selling off crypto for some reason. Asia is very bullish on crypto. They literally just look, Hong Kong investment banking giant launches first tokenized commercial paper on Ethereum. This is the thing that they're telling you guys about, right? They're very, very bullish on Ethereum. Overall, Ethereum is very bullish. Tokenization, real world assets are coming. Institutions are coming for Ethereum tokenization, right? This is why the ETF for Ethereum is going to happen at some point. It really is. It's just a delay tactic. Bitcoin ordinals, token incentives, and futures of OpenCCO, yada, yada, yada. Um, Bitcoin ETF lose some ground over 310 million grayscale trust, yada, yada, yada. Can you look at swarm markets? Swarm markets is also in the real world assets. Swarm market is down 7.2% today, 76 cents, 24 mil market cap. Let's take a look at swarm markets. Swarm markets. Let's see. Let's just look at Mexi here. let me get a range here for March. Big range for March. We lost the point of control. We came all the way to the value area high for this range at $1.40. We came down to the point of control, lost it. Potentially going to be coming down here to 64 cents is going to be my next level here for some potential support. 64 cents. If that doesn't hold, between 63 and 60, there's these two little local tops here. Could be a little zone here, right? Oh snap! This little zone right here between 63 and 59 is going to be an interesting one. If that doesn't hold, value area low 50 cents is where it's going to come for. If that doesn't hold, probably coming down to about 36 cents, give or take. We'll have to see what happens here. Markets could have a turnaround and just keep coming back to the upside, but overall, not a lot of volume between 85 cents and about 76 cents. Not a lot of volume here, a bit of a volume gap. More volume coming in around 68 and definitely more volume coming in around 55. So that's definitely the region to be looking out for swarm markets. What happened to Pride? Dude, I don't know. I don't know what happened to Pry, but that thing just freaking tanked or something, dude. I got left holding the bag on that one, I can tell you that. I never took any profits. I actually dollar cost averaged into it a little bit. And yeah, this thing is practically, I would say, practically dead at this point. Could it come back? Maybe, but the volume is down at 63K. The volume is down at 63K, down 27% today, sitting at a million market cap. Yes, it could still come back, right? They're still making announcements on Twitter, from what I know. Produce AI. Where you at, bro? Here you are. Yeah, they're still making tweets. They're still doing stuff about their agriculture and all this stuff, but man, their chart looks terrible. It was a high risk play. I thought it was going to do very well. I jumped in at 5 mil market cap, rode it up to 18, and I was like, man, let's go. This thing's just getting started, and came back down and never recovered since then. Just gone completely flat on volume, completely flat overall. So unless they have some magical card to turn this thing back around, which is possible, right? Anything is possible. This thing's only been around since the beginning of February. So it's only been out for 2 months. It could definitely have a spike, come back down, and then recover. Could. Anything's possible. I've seen weirder things in crypto. But Doesn't feel great right now. Let me tell you, does not feel great right now. I got like I got like $800 sunk into this thing, and it's literally worth like maybe $150 now. Have you heard of Virtual Protocol? Yes, I made a video on it just recently. They reached out to me to make sponsored content on Virtual Protocol. So just clearing that up, I have made a video, and I made it public on the video that it was that it was sponsored. But I do overall believe that they are doing a really good job on utility wise. Utility wise, these people are launching a 5G network for your phone in the UK. 5G mobile network. Let this thing load in here for a minute. Come on, man. What's going on here? Bruh. Come on. Well, this doesn't look great when their website isn't loading right now. Never had this problem before. Come on, man. Well, overall, they are a blockchain. They're a 5G mobile network, right? Just kind of like Helium Network was, right? But they're over in the UK. They've partnered up with one of the largest, maybe the third or fourth largest service providers over there. So overall, utility is really, really good. I like what they're doing. It's a low cap. It's sitting at like 3 million market cap, right? It's really low. So manage your risk, right? The lower the market cap, the higher the risk. But I try to keep it as transparent as possible. I try to give you my 100% honest opinions, even when I am sponsored. I'm not gonna BS anybody. I give my opinions on what the project is doing. I like the utility. I like the Helium did very well in the last bull market. If they can even get a fraction of that success, they'll probably do very well. Market cap is really low, so it has a lot of room to run. But right, the risk is high. The risk is high because they're a small market cap. So Virtual X, man, want to definitely, if you're into the mobile network system and 5Gs and you understand what's happening there, definitely something to keep an eye on. Let me see here. Da, 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 da. Someone says, "Do you do promos?" Only on projects that I honestly believe in. I have to research the project. Everything needs to be legit. It's not gonna be some some Fugazi meme coin that just came up yesterday. I'm not gonna promote or push any of those things. It has to be a project that has true utility, or it has to be just something that I really do agree with, and always gonna clarify and be transparent. Crypto Cologne, sup, brother? Your thoughts about C swap? So C swap. Excuse me, guys. Oh, is it chain swap or cross swap? Which one are you asking me about here? I'm assuming chain swap because I've seen a few creators talking about this one. They just reached out to me for a potential promotion. I'm still looking into this project. So I'm literally even telling you before I even agree or don't agree with them. They're up 50% today. Let's freaking go. That's a huge pump. 547% on a day, on the 7 days. Holy smokes. That's a lot. That's huge. 50% pump. So this is a project that I'm in talks with right now for potential promotion. Just do some reviews of their project, stuff like that. So chain swap, from what I believe, from what I've seen, yeah, they basically privacy meets secure cross chain swaps, where you'll be able to cross chain, be able to trade networks, blockchains to different networks while containing privacy. That's very small. That's a very overlooked utility, but it's very important to me. Privacy is always very important, and they're powered by Chainlink CCIP, which is very, very bullish. So I am kind of liking this project. I am still in talks on whether I'm going to partner up with them or not. If I do, obviously you guys will be the first people to know, and I'll always let you guys know when that is happening. But the fact that they're powered by Chainlink CCIP, they're doing privacy and they're doing cross chain swaps, I think it's pretty cool, man. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty good utility, powered by Chainlink. Chainlink is a monster in the space. Very simple utility here. You can have a regular swap or I guess a privacy swap, and you can join in with the mixer. So very very interesting application for sure. And I like privacy. Privacy is very important to me. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. So I hope that answered your question about chain swap. But I think it has potential. Let me see here. Hey brother, have you any thoughts on Brett? Let's go see what Brett is doing. Um, see Brett on base, guys. If you guys want to learn how, oh man, this thing's still running. What the poopaloop? This thing is still running, dude. Up at 550 million market cap. Jeez Louise, dude, I completely missed out on this thing. Huge run, huge freaking run. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Join the Crusader Army here as we crusade through these blockchains every single day. I have a private Telegram. Link is in the bio. Hit that link. Join my private Telegram. Stay up to date with everything I'm doing, the content that I'm producing, the topics I'm talking about. If you have any questions, you can always ask me directly on my private Telegram. Go hit that. Join in there. We got about 400 people. I'm thinking I'm probably going to close it off here pretty soon. Maybe when we get closer to about 1,000 or so. I'll probably be closing it off. So if you're not in already, definitely start planning on getting in because I'm not going to keep it open forever because it gets too crazy. Just too much chatter happening. It's hard to keep up with everybody. So let me see here. Let's see here. Oh, we're talking about Brett. So Brett's been doing good, man. Brett's been doing good. Base network is overall exploding, getting more and more attention. It's the network for Coinbase. So overall, very, very good. Where is the link to your Telegram? Not able to see it. So if you go into my bio, right? If you're on TikTok, you go to my bio. There's a link there to my link tree. You click that, and it'll say Telegram chat or something like that. Hit that one, and it'll take you directly to my thingamajigger. So here you see my link tree right here. Oh man, my link tree is not even logged in. Never mind. Never mind. Why can't you buy Base on Coinbase? Because Base doesn't have a token. Base is just a network. They don't have their own token. So if you want to buy anything on the Base network, you have to use either SushiSwap or Coinbase Wallet, which if you want to learn how to do that, I have a tutorial here for you guys. Bam, right? If you guys don't see it, it's right here. It's the first video. Where is it? Right here. Explains to you how to move Ethereum, in this example Ethereum, but practically literally anything that it allows onto the Base network, allows you to move onto the Base network and basically do it with under $5 of gas fee. Under $5 is a 2-minute video tutorial explaining to you how to do that. So definitely go do that. If you're not following me over here on YouTube, Blockchain Crusader, definitely go do that. Smash those likes, hit that subscribe. Guys, we are growing. Let's get this Crusader Army growing faster and faster every single day. I appreciate every single one of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. So let's keep it rocking and rolling, guys. So if you want to learn how to get on Base, go check it out on my on my YouTube tutorial. API 3, can you look at the charts? Yeah, man. API 3 is a competitor to Pith Network and Chainlink. It's been around for a while now, sitting at 284 mil market cap. Let's go take a look here at the chart for API 3. API 3, where are you at? API 3, where are you at? Let's see here. Let's get a quick little volume for March. Oh man, hasn't really been doing jack squid ding dong. Let me see. Let's get February. Yeah, it's been sitting pretty much flat since February. So as you guys can see here, since February, we've been in this range, still sitting above the value area high, value area low, sorry, at $3.26. staying above that. We've been tapping it multiple times, breaking below it, jumping back in. We wicked below it today and then jumped back in again. So very strong support here at $3.28, give or take. We need to get above the point of control at $4.14. If we can do that, stay above that, then we start moving back towards the value area high to continue moving upward here at $4.82. So until we can have a market structure change here, and because as you can see, we had a high, lower high, slightly a lower high here, right? Almost the same, but just overall downward trend here, kind of flat. Look like a little bit of a double top situation, kind of a not double top, but a bit of an M pattern here, which is not bullish. As you guys can see here, this is the M, right? Boom, not good, not bueno, very bearish pattern. But if we can somehow break out of it, and especially in a bullish momentum with overall the markets, if we reclaim $4, which is the point of control here, $4.15, and get above that, very bullish for API 3. If not, then we could be heading potentially lower here. Some levels that I would be looking at if we do lose this value area high is going to be a target of $2.70, $3, between $3 and $2.73 would be where I'm looking at for API 3 if we break to the lower side. Have you heard of sorry here. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys jumping in here, smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. If you haven't already, join the Crusader Army. Let's freaking go. Let's continue crusading through these blockchains every single day. I am feeling a little sick, so I'm gonna be jumping off early here. I've been live for over an hour now, but I usually go a little bit longer than this. But I appreciate every single one of you guys in here. Smash those likes, hit that subscribe, and until next time, see ya. We will continue to crusade through these blockchains.